say a few words today. For me, this evening. For you, maybe morning, right?
Yes, Prabhu. It's 12 o'clock afternoon for you, late in the night. Yeah.
12 o'clock. What day? Today is Sunday for you?
Saturday, Prabhu.
Today is Saturday also.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am also in Saturday. Okay, thank you, Prabhuji and Mataji. Let's chant Mangalas and prayers, then I will speak something about you, Maharaj. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanasalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishnaprasthaya Bhutale Srimate Jayapataka Swami Namacharya Padaya Nitai Kripa Pradayine Saurakatha Dhamadaya Nagaragramata Vanchakalpatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhubhya Cha Patitanang Pavanebhyo Nabebhyo Namo Namah. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare. So Prabhu, as you mentioned to me, can you announce the total program for today?
Yeah. 12 to 1 total time. So speak on Guru Maharaj's pastimes and instructions. At the end, if you can leave 5 minutes or something for questions, if time permit. If not, it's okay as well. We have 1 hour, so we have 50 minutes at least.
Okay. So one time I was in Canada and I came across one devotee, not devotee, it was there from outside, they have not joined with ISKCON. There was a lady, very educated lady actually. She questioned me, she said, in your society, you worship your guru and you glorify them. They're just normal human being. Why do you do that? You know, because she is not a devotee of Krishna. She's not a Vaishnavi. She had this doubt. I spoke to her and she understood why you do that. And for us also, I think it is very, very essential that we should know why we are engaged in this auspicious activity, glorifying and hearing about a pure devotee of the Lord. In Srimad Bhagavatam, the third canto, where Vidura, he was hearing from Maitreya about the creation subject. In that context, Maitreya Rishi, he narrated that Swayambhuva Manu, he accepted Satarupa, and then he just spoke a bit about him. Then immediately Vidura he asked, he said, "Oh, this Swayambhuva Manu was a great devotee of the personality of Godhead. And it is worth hearing of Manu's sublime character and activities." Then he spoke a very beautiful verse. He says, Shutasya pumsam tutira samasya nanmanjasa suriviriditartha tad gunanu sravanam mukunda padara dindam sudayeshu yosa. We are always reading scripture. We read scripture, right? Under our spiritual master's guidance. If we ask, what is actually the true result of reading scripture? Here, Vidura is saying, Shrutasya pumsam shutiras samasya. For a long time, shutiras samasya, for a long time, a person who hear from a spiritual master and for a long time who have been hearing from the mouth of a pure devotee, it is the result that they will glorify the activities and character of a pure devotee. The result of hearing scripture from a pure devotee, from Guru, is that we should hear and glorify the character and activities of the devotee, pure devotee. Because these pure devotees, they always carry the Lord in their heart. Means they have realized the presence of the Lord in their heart. They always think of it. I just want to bring to your attention about how our Gurudev, he is always carrying the Lord in his heart. And he realizes that he feels the presence of the Lord. Once upon a time, Gurudev was in Puri, and Bhakti Gostam Maharaj also was there. And Bhakti Gostam Maharaj, somebody came to Bhakti Gostam Maharaj and then he gave Jagannath Mahaprasad. As you know, when Gurudev is there, how can the disciple accept without offering to Guru? So Bhakti Gostam Maharaj, obviously, he came near Gurudev and he gave prasadam, Jagannath Khaja to Gurudev. And Guru Maharaj, he took the prasadam in his hand, then he just put to his mouth and started chewing. All on a sudden, there was ecstatic eruption in his body. The hairs, stood on end. And then he said to Bhakti, he said, "See, look, this confirmed that Jagannath had accepted this prasadam." This confirmed, he is saying. I mean to say, when we honor Mahaprasadam, we don't have that kind of qualification to see that the Lord has accepted it or not. But a pure devotee of the Lord, when they honor Mahaprasadam, their body gets chilled with the joy of Krishna Prema. That's how this kind of ecstatic symptoms become manifest in their body. And that happened to Guru Maharaj in Puri. And Guru Maharaj, when Bhakti Maharaj he started this, parikrama, he would never miss. Here in Mayapur, he would observe this Vishnu Panchak, and then he would immediately go to Puri. And on those days, we didn't have much facilities actually. He didn't bother. Whatever facility is there, he's very happy to be with the devotee. Not only that, in Puri, also I have seen in Navadip Mandal Parikram. As you know, Navadip Mandal Parikrama is one of the Gurudev's dear service to Prabhupada. On those days when uh, this Navadip Mandal Parikrama started, we didn't have so much of opulent facility. And there are not many senior sannyasis of our disciples also were taking part in parikrama. And but even if some devotees, some sannyasi, they came, they used to kind of go by bus or car, private car in the morning. Then by evening they will come back to stay in my. The next morning they will join. But Guru Maharaj, he would always stay with the devotees in the pandal. He would never come back to Mayapur. He will leave the first day of the parikrama, and then wherever the tent is, he will live in the tent. He will eat prasadam in the tent with the devotees. He will give katha, and at the end he will come back to Mayapur. So this is his mood of renunciation. He is not attached to any material facility. This is a very important point to take a note on, that sometimes some devotees, they are uh, attached to material facility. He is actually a kinchan. Uh, he is an akinchan. I've been to Canada. One of your dear, God sister and Godfather, they live there. Maybe you may be knowing them. The Sanatan Prabhu and Kamala Gopi Mataji. They're very dear to Gurudev. And when they were before living in Middle East, from Middle East, he went to South Africa. Then he came to finally Canada. And one time Gurudev was traveling from this South Africa, and he reached in Canada. And Sanatan Prabhu, he used to always host Gurudev in his house. And on those days, he had two small children, and they had a very small house. But Guru Maharaj did not bother. As you know, sometimes in temple also they don't have that much of facility, and they don't sometimes pop up. But he just came to his house and he just lied down on the sofa. Just imagine, the sannyasi guru. He doesn't really care anything. He just came. He was so tired. Prabhu told me, he said Gurudev was so tired. Just kept his luggage and he just lied down on the sofa. I mean to say, in some other sannyasis, they go to a play, big cities. They need a big hotel actually. They themselves will book or the disciples involved. But Guru Maharaj, he doesn't like that kind of approach. He's very happy to accommodate with devotees without having any even material facilities. He's very accommodative. If you speak about how he takes care of his disciples, there are few incidences. When Srimad Bhakti Purushottam Maharaj, he was not a sannyasi at that time. He was still a brahmachari. And Maharaj was supposed to take sannyas. Then in sannyas ministry, there is a system. System is the sannyas candidate has to travel with a sannyasi for some time before he is awarded sannyas. So in those days, Guru Maharaj used to travel. He was healthy, very strong, as you know. and he used to travel to all over the world. So in that particular year, Maharaj was going to Europe, and Bhaktivinoda Maharaj was supposed to travel with him. I don't know how many of you have seen Bhakti Krishna Maharaj's physical condition. Uh, Now maybe even he is little better. On those days when he was brahmachari, Maharaj looked very thin. If he, takes off his shirt, you can count the bones in his chest. That is how his health used to be on those days. He was very skinny and very weak. And he had to travel with Guru Maharaj. And as you know, Guru Maharaj is very strong and stout person. He has, luggage. And normally we know when a disciple is traveling with his guru, a disciple is supposed to assist the guru, serve the guru, by carrying his luggage, washing his clothes, helping him in many ways. And Bhaktivinoda Maharaj, he was traveling with Gurudev, and he, when they, landed in the airport, from the airport, they had to go to the train station, and from train station they took a train to go to another, city. Then from there they had to board to a bus. Then finally they reached their destination, a very remote place. And Bhaktivinoda Maharaj said, considering my health situation after traveling so many hours in the flight, and then again, we had to go to train, and from train to bus, and finally we reached the destination. He was totally kind of, uh, weak, and he was lacking his spirit, energy. And what Guru Maharaj did it, Guru Maharaj now carried his own bag, and also he took Bhakti Purushottam Maharaj's bag also with him. At that time, he was not sannyasi, okay, he was brahmachari. And he just, told him, he said, just come with me, just walk behind. He was walking to the station, he was, from the station, he was walking to the bus. Even to the point of reaching the center, he carried not only his luggage, also he carried the luggage of Bhaktivinoda Maharaj. Just imagine, I was thinking, uh, who should serve who? Sometimes some senior member, they say, the demand, hey, you carry my bag, you do this for me. So, but Guru Maharaj, you see, he doesn't have a little bit of kind of, pride that I am Guru, I am spiritual master, how can I carry my disciples' luggage? Disciples supposed to serve Guru, or, I need to teach him. Sometimes someone may be thinking in a higher position that I am superior. How will they learn unless they do the work? So, okay, you carry my bag. This is the duty. No, Guru Maharaj is a very, very practical person. Uh, he is very practical. He knows how to act in what circumstance. He is very mild. He is very clean. He is a very clean person. And he knows how to adjust the thing. So, I mean to say, we need to learn all these things from our Gurudev, that how he takes care of the devotees, even his disciples. Another incident, one time Guru Maharaj was traveling from South America. Actually. So, from South America to come to India directly, a very long journey. Uh, and when he started from South America, then nobody gave him prasad. He could not eat anything on the way. It was a long journey. Finally, he landed in Calcutta, and it was night time. So our driver, he went to take Guru Maharaj from the airport. Uh, and this driver told me this story. Many devotees don't know this actually. On those days, there was a simple car for Gurudev. This driver used to go and bring from the airport. I mean to say how simple he used to lead his life. Those who have not come close to him, they cannot know this. So this driver, he was waiting in the airport. Then Guru Maharaj's flight landed, and he came out from the airport, and he was definitely very hungry. And as driver started the car from Calcutta airport, then the car reached Barasat. I don't know how many of you know this place called Barasat. When you start from yeah, when you start from Calcutta, just like few kilometers, you reach Barasat. And as you know, Guru Maharaj has a lot of disciples, Barasat, Madhyam, all these places. So I think in Madhyam Gram before Barasat, some devotees came, they gave, prasadam for Guru Maharaj. And the driver told me, he said, just, after Guru Maharaj got the prasad, he spoke to the devotees, then he was just, he opened the, packet, and he was just about to eat. Then by the time I reached the next destination, next station, there are also other devotees. They also, came to meet with Guru Maharaj. And these devotees, they saw Guru Maharaj is having a prasadam in his hand. And these foolish disciples, so without, knowing that Gurudev is coming from such a distant place, whether he has taken prasadam or not, these foolish devotees that didn't know, and they, put their hand before Guru Maharaj, asking, "Oh, Gurudev, prasadam, prasadam." And Guru Maharaj, even without taking a single bite, he distributed all to his disciples. And even after that, there are so many others also who came, and still they are asking for Mahaprabhu. Not a single disciple asked whether Guru Maharaj has taken prasadam. And Guru Maharaj at the end, he saying, prasadam finished, prasadam finished. He just, moving his hand like this and talking to them. And this devotee left. And Guru Maharaj, he didn't eat anything. He directly came to Mayapur, reached Nayan. Just see, I mean to say, this is a truly compassionate devotee, that he always cares for other devotees disciples. He is such a wonderful, merciful, devotee of Lord Chaitanya. As I said, he does not demand any respect. He is always eager to see the comfort of the devotees. He is very merciful. His mercy we cannot describe. Like you say, when we started our Pandal program in Bengal, I don't know, you may not know this preaching program. Actually, Prabhupada used to do this when he was there. He used to do it in Bombay, in some other places, big, big cities. Devotees used to come and have this, tent, big pandal set for Prabhupada to give this program. But in Bengal, we didn't have this kind of program. And when Guru Maharaj, he kind of, became head of Mayapur, and under his able guidance, our Nama department was flourishing. And there are some leading brahmacharis who used to go out and preach in the villages. They used to hold programs in different villages. So they used to conduct this pandal program. Many of you might be knowing Bhadrachal Prabhu. At that time, he was a brahmachari. A very, very good, stunning devotee, very nice. They used to perform drama and all. And one day, he was driving Guru Maharaj on a motorbike. Just imagine, And wherever they went to the pendle program place, villages, there's no good facility for Guru Maharaj to stay and all. He never complained. He never said that I'll not come to this program again. Even on that day when this Prabhu was driving Guru Maharaj on bike, he was such a careless, person at that time. He didn't realize that, I need to be careful when I am driving Guru Maharaj on the bike. And he kind of, first this railway gate. In India, sometimes you find even a train is coming also, they don't, bother. So just, in few seconds after he passed, the train in a zoom past the truck. Then he realized, oh, what I am doing, Guru Maharaj. Guru Maharaj didn't bother, he didn't say anything. Bhagdalpur was sharing with me, he said, look, Guru Maharaj is so patient, so tolerant, and he doesn't say anything, doesn't complain for anything. And he used to go, he just, stay there and do the program with the devotees. He doesn't have any complaint. Even, if you talk about his uh, thoughtfulness, how he is thorough in his service to Prabhupada. Even recently, I was talking to somebody, board director. They were telling me, you see, at present Guru Maharaj's health condition is very fragile, and he needs good rest. He needs, sadham on time. But when he goes to meeting, even now I'm talking about nowadays, he is always on wheelchair. Servants are helping him even to stand, to respond to his body needs. He needs help. But still, when he goes to meeting and he sits there, he can sit there hours and his brain is working perfectly. When any discussion comes up, like in Mayapur, I have got many projects, right? And different projects require different kind of discussion to actually go into the root and understand, analyze these things. And this co-director was telling me, he said, look, even after Maharaj became sick, his memory power has increased. And he is more thorough in decision making. We cannot believe that Maharaj would ask such questions to us to take the decision. Means when he's sitting in the management table, is very particular about why we are doing this, Why not like that? You will have, many, several questions before comes to the conclusion. He's very particular, very thorough. Uh, he wants to ensure that devotees who are approaching them, they are getting proper judgment. Not that just sit there, we don't have time, just pass some resolution. Anyway, we have to do that. No, it's not like that. It's very thorough, very particular. Uh, because he's concerned about we are spending money. We are spending money means we have to be we are accountable to Krishna Prabhupada. That is his mood. Uh, even those days, like, when he first came to Mayapur, he came from America, and Guru Maharaj was, staying in Calcutta. Then from Calcutta, he came to Mayapur. He was with, at that time, Bhavananda Maharaj. And he used to go to Krishnanagar to procure some building materials sometimes. At that time, our long building, Chakra building, was under construction. And when he went to Krishnanagar, sometimes they will go morning, and by the time they come back, it will be kind of whole day, evening. So they would need to eat something in between, right? Lunch, prasadam and all. So what Maharaj will do is, he will, when they'll go to the shop, they will, go from one shop to another shop, they'll bargain, they will do this. And then when they feel hungry, other devotee that didn't know what to eat, how to eat, what to do, he would go, he will buy this cheap rice, and then he will buy yogurt and then some sweet, okay, very bare minimum. And then he will bring them near a tube well, and then he will first soak this cheap rice with water, because if you directly soak it with uh, yogurt, then you need more yogurt. So because he wanted to save money, and he want to ensure that our belly is full, job is done, we spend less money. It's simple, sannyasi. I mean to say, nowadays we are not that cautious, right? Money is there, just spend it. And for us, we will spend. Guru Maharaj will never spend money for himself. Even if he has to spend for himself by some other devotee, I mean to say disciples are there also, he will not take it more than what is necessary. Just, this time when he was in US, you all know, recently, no, he was in US. He was staying with Sarvajay Madhav Prabhu in his house. And one day he was, going to another city, one devotee was driving. And then Guru Maharaj told the devotee, he said, I want to go to the supermarket. The devotee said, Guru Maharaj, there is no supermarket here. He said, no, I want to go. And then after some time he said, no, Guru Maharaj, in this route you will not get. He said, no, I want to go. You take me. And then after some time he was, he came to a point where there was a supermarket. And then he brought Guru Maharaj there. Then he directly went to that section where they sell these, creams. And he picked up many, he said around how many? 15 or 12 or 15, pieces of this cream. There is a cream people use to protect the skin from the sunshine. I don't know what kind of cream you say. So this devotee, he told me, he said, Guru Maharaj even, he grabbed so many items, so many of these, tubes. Then I asked Guru Maharaj, I said, Guru Maharaj, how many you need? Then Guru Maharaj said, you know, I'm not buying this for myself. In next time Gaur Punim, our foreign devotee is going to come to Mayapur. And when they will go out in Parikram, they have very strong sun. They need this cream to protect their skin from the sun. I mean to say, just imagine uh, how he is thinking about the welfare of the devotees. Uh, Devotees, they need this, and he knows he is in US. He wants to buy these tubes there, and he will all carry from US to Mayapur just to serve the devotees. I mean to say, a lot to learn from these things, right? Uh, he is not bothered about himself. He is on the wheelchair. He is doing still traveling. So much concern, so much love for the devotees. He is always thinking how to serve the devotees. Huh? Uh, he does not find fault with anyone. You know, this is not only me speaking. I have heard it from many Papa disciples also. They say, Srila Jayapataka Swami never finds fault in anyone whatsoever. People, even if they say something to him, he doesn't bother. Uh, and he's actually always under the shelter of Krishna. He always remembers Krishna's protection. As you all know, I want to also again repeat the same for our benefit so that we know how we should behave and all. When Guru Maharaj fell ill, then he was taken to the hospital. Then doctor said he needs to, there will be kidney and liver plus transplant. And at that time, many devotees, many of the disciples, there is one devotee who is serving with me here in Mayapur Institute, even now, also he is there. Including him, I know several devotees, they came forward, they said, we want to donate our, kidney, we want to donate our liver, even if what happens to me, I don't bother. I want to give this to Guru Maharaj. As you know, Guru Maharaj said, no, I will not take the body parts from any devotee. Just see, saying there's Krishna's devotee, I cannot take from them. He denied. Uh, he said, no, I will not do that. And he was kept on the waiting list to find the suitable, compatible body parts from another person in the government hospital. Huh? Uh, just see his mood of taking exclusive shelter at the lotus feet of Krishna. He doesn't bother for himself. Whatever happens. Even now also we can see he's traveling, right? Now he's admitted in the hospital. He was traveling by air, as you know. Even in air itself, in the plane, he was having some oxygen issue. And then finally he's admitted now. Definitely we all have to pray to Krishna so that he can be quickly and fully recovered and come back to us with full enthusiasm as he used to be. If we talk about Guru Maharaj's compassion, he is not only compassionate to his own disciples, rather in many occasions we have seen he is even more compassionate to other Guru disciples. Like in Mayapur, you see, we have got, Mayapur is an exclusive center. Even though Guru Maharaj is a kind of taking lead, but he is not thinking that only my disciples would be there. Like I can tell you about myself, I am a disciple of Krishna Govinda Goswami. We have disciple of Bhakti Swami. We have Subhak Swami disciples. We used to have our we have Loknath Maharaj disciples, Radhanath Maharaj disciples. We have Gopal Krishna Maharaj. I mean, there's so many Kamal Krishna Maharaj disciples. So everybody is doing their service. Not that only one, guru disciple is there, and he's always taking care of everybody. On those days, he used to, call all these devotees, to meet with them in person, and he'll ask them how they all are doing. Very, very, very caring. He knows there's a lot of trouble. Uh, I remember when Harikas Maharaj he left us. Immediately, Guru Maharaj he arranged a meeting in the Lotus Building, rooftop, and he invited all the disciples, of Harikas Swami, and he expressed his genuine concern to them. And he said, anytime they need any help, they can always approach Gurudev. And not only that, even when Bhaktijar Maharaj he left us, he sent out a mail request to all disciples that anytime they need any support, they require any help, they are free to contact an office, the PS office. I mean to say, he is really a compassionate person. He is very fixed. His mind is very fixed in Krishna and whatever he does. This time I heard from one of Guru Maharaj's god sister, Stambara Mataji, narrating this story. Last, Vyasa. She said, we have an international school in Mayapur. And on those days, this Stambara Mataji used to be the principal of the school. So it was, I think, after Vyasa Puja, the second day, she invited Guru Maharaj to visit school. Guru Maharaj went to the school. And when he went, there were children, they were playing. And they had, then Mataji also there. Then Mataji received Gurudev. And then she said to Guru Maharaj, she said, oh, Maharaj, you purchased this bow and arrow, no student is able to string it and nobody is able to use it. Then Guru Maharaj said, okay, let me see. So then she gave to Guru Maharaj. Then she said, Guru Maharaj also put the string on the bow, and then he was attempting to shoot an arrow. And then Krishna Brahmata said, can you shoot the arrow, the tip of that grass? And you can see Guru Maharaj standing, and Krishna Brahmata pointed that in front, this grass tip, you just shoot the arrow to the grass tip. And what did Guru Maharaj do? Guru Maharaj, he looked up and he shoot the arrow. The arrow went up. And when it came down, the head of the arrow touched the tip of the grass. Just imagine how fixed he is in his goal. He's very, very sharp. He's very fixed. He always thinking of how to take care of the devotees, how to encourage everybody. Even nowadays, many of us, we know, not only he himself has been engaged in doing this Shastric study program, but he has been always encouraging devotees to study Prabhupada's books. We know this, right? I remember one day actually he saw me in the temple. At the time I had just taken charge of Mayapur Institute. And he told me, he said, come and see me in my room. Then I went to see Gurudev in his residence. Then he asked me, he said, how are you doing this, service of Mayapur Institute? How devotees are studying and all. Then he told me, I have so many disciples in Namhar department who are not very educated, but I want them to study Prabhupada's books thoroughly. And the Bhakti Sahasra study program, Prabhupada wanted everybody to study. And then he told me, he said, you make some plan, for them, so that they can also study Prabhupada's books thoroughly. I mean to say, you see, Namhat, we have all kinds of devotees, mostly less educated or illiterate devotees. But Guru Maharaj is so concerned that these devotees, they should also study Prabhupada's books. He personally told me, he said, do something so that they can, study Prabhupada's book. So he is Guru Maharaj, they can, hear and they can also speak even if they cannot write. And after that, we instituted some kind of system where the devotees are able to do the study and write the test also. Sometimes they take the help of other devotees, they dictate some other devotees, write the test for them. And even nowadays, he is always, whenever he gives class, he is always talking to the devotees. That do Bhakti Shastri. Whoever he sees, he says, have you done Bhakti Shastri? Yes, Guru Maharaj. Oh, have you done Bhakti Vaibhav? No, then do Bhakti Vaibhav. If you have not done Bhakti Shastri, then do Bhakti Shastri. And he himself has completed now Bhakti Vaibhav. He's doing Bhakti Vedanta now. He is doing Bhakti Vedanta. Just last, few chapters are remaining to complete. We are hoping by next Vyasa Puja to be ready. His Bhakti Vedanta degree. So he himself is studying even now. He has to do management, he has to take care of his health, he has to meet the devotees, listen to everybody. At the same time, some other he finds time to kind of, complete his assignments. I mean to say, how he is finding time, right? We have got 24 hours, he also has got 24 hours. Sometimes we complain, oh, we are too busy, we do so much service, we can do this, we can do that. But he never complains. For him, 24 hours means 24 hours is in Krishna service. No private life. No private life. Now, how they have been inspiring devotees. So his personal example is praiseworthy. We need to learn from Gurudev so that we can follow on his footsteps to make him happy. When he is happy, Prabhupada will be happy. Prabhupada is happy means Krishna will be also happy. So, thank you very much, dear devotees, for giving me this wonderful opportunity to spend some time with all of you this evening and share a few words of glorification. So, if you have any question and comment, please share your points. Krishna Mananda Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Padma Nayan Prabhu. Very sweet personal realizations, personal experience. Wonderful. We'll open up now. If anyone has questions, go ahead. Gopikant Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Padma Nayan Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat Swarajit.
Thank you very much for your powerful enlightenment with the Guru Maharaj Association. So you have a very close relation via Mayapur Institute. So share some pastimes, how you felt while establishing Mayapur Institute with the support of His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj.
No, actually, before me there was another devotee who was doing this service, and then when he wanted to hand over this responsibility, at that time Bhakti Maharaj was actually. You see, Bhakti Maharaj is very close to Gurudev, and he knows what Gurudev wants. So he was actually active in management on those days. So one day, Bhakti Maharaj and our Nadu Gopal Prabhu, they called me to the Lotus conference. It was on Bolram Jayanti day, I remember. And then Maharaj told me, he said, Padma Nayan, this is Mayapur Institute's key, just take it, and from now on you are the head of Mayapur Institute. Then I said, Maharaj, I don't know what to do, how to do. He said, no, don't worry, come with me. Then, Bhakti Maharaj was kind of another wonderful devotee. He took the key and he said, come with me. He brought me to the Seva building in a housing complex. On those days, we used to do class in the housing complex. He brought me there and he brought me to the roof where they had a godown. He opened the godown store and he showed me all these inventories, and then he said, now do this, do that. From there he brought me to Prabhupada Samadhi, and he inspired me. He said, look, this is a very dear service for Prabhupada, studying Shastra, educating devotees. Do this, anything, any help you need, I am there to support you. And of course, Bhakti Samara support means Jayapataka Maharaj support, as you know. We can separate. And since then, I'm doing, from time to time, I keep reporting to Jayapataka Maharaj. And now also we are doing master plan. It's there to contribute. And when it came to doing his Bhakti Vaibhav also, he did with Mayapur Institute. I mean to say, he is a great source of inspiration for me in my service. Even though, I'm a disciple of Radha Govinda Goswami, my Guru Maharaj leads. I've taken initiation from him. He's my Diksha Guru. But my service is with Srimad Jayapataka Swami Maharaj in Mayapur. And he is my Shiksha Guru. I take a lot of inspiration, guidance in my service, and I feel very comfortable. I'm comfortable doing my service for the last 30 years here in Mayapur Dham under Gurudev's guidance. This is in brief. Thank you.
Very nice, Prabhu. So, you're a very wonderful preaching activities doing, like Bala Bhagavatam, and Mayapur Institute is like flourishing like anything with thousands of the devotees.
Yeah.
All glories
If
to
you all want to do also study program Bhakti Sachit Bhakti Vaibhav, I can help you, I can assist you. Yeah. Start new group suiting to your time zone. I know we can have a new batch.
I'm sending a few candidates to you. So if you can do in USA time, let me know. Yeah, I'll send a message.
Yeah.
The new batch, I sent few candidates to you. So
when we started in Middle East, let me tell you, Middle East again. Middle East means, Guru Maharaj, Many times I used to go to Bahrain. At that time, he'll also go. At least twice, my program and his program, coincided. And when we were going to Middle East countries to do this Shastra training program, on those days, we used to send our teacher. Teacher will go, stay there for a month or two. They will teach continuously. Then they will take the test. Then they will bring the paper back. And then after 1 or 2 months, again another teacher is going, and again he will teach. And Guru Maharaj was so happy, And he said, "Oh, you all are here now. We are doing this. Oh, okay, nice." He always inspires. You want to see the devotees are studying nicely. So if you want to make some arrangement, just do it. I'm there to help you. Every year I am also coming to US, as you know. So I have got visa for a few more years also. I got 10 years visa. So we can help you if you want to.
That will be wonderful. Thank you so much. Let's see. I think many others have raised hand. Gaur Krishna Prabhu, our senior devotee from New York. Go ahead, Gaur Krishna Prabhu. Go ahead.
కురుకురే కాదు అవి టాకీస్ ఉండలుగా Hare Krishna, Dandavat, Pranam, Padma Prabhu. You are giving very pastimes of Guru Maharaj. I just want to share something about Guru Maharaj, how he is kind to disciple. In 1995, I was the temple president of Long Island, New York. So Guru Maharaj came my temple, and we serve him whatever our capacity. That time was very economically problem with the temple. So Guru Maharaj understand that. So we serve him, and Guru Maharaj want to go to Atlanta. I accompany with him to the airport. So Guru Maharaj go right away, left side, and by mistake, I didn't follow Guru Maharaj, which way Guru Maharaj entered. I entered right side. So Guru Maharaj make his, boarding pass, everything complete, and a big luggage, two big luggage, one luggage with me, one luggage with Guru Maharaj. And he come to me and he said, I was standing in the, inside, and I came new in New York. I have no idea about the airport, how can dealing. So Guru Maharaj, after boarding pass, Guru Maharaj came to me and just he said, Gaur Krishna, you have to follow me. And just he was word this word, and he used the word, and that bag, it was very heavy. So Guru Maharaj take that bag, and I was astonished that the Guru Maharaj, I thought Guru Maharaj will be very angry with me, why I did not follow him. I standing this place, and his boarding was finished. But I was very, surprised that Guru Maharaj didn't tell anything. No angry mood, nothing, any word to me. Just tell me, Gaur Krishna, you should follow me, come with me. And I went to Guru Maharaj, and I was realized that, 95, I got initiation 85, and but I am very, my apologize to Guru Maharaj, and I said, Guru Maharaj, please forgive me. Guru Maharaj said, don't worry, you are new here, so gradually you will know how to, dealing that. That's fine. And Guru Maharaj touched my head and said, go to temple and take care Nimanitai and running temple nicely, my blessing with you. So this moment I want to share with you that Guru Maharaj, how is kind to the disciples. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much.
Prabhu, it's already kind of now. Tomorrow morning 5:30, I have another class. Already, 10.
We'll come
more than 10:30.
We'll conclude.
So,
sorry. Yep, it's late for you. Yes, I understand.
Yeah.
We'll do the Narsinga prayer, but you can disconnect. We'll do Narsinga prayer. It's too late for you.
So I can start chanting Narsinga prayer now, Prabhu.
Go ahead. Yeah.
So you will follow me, or how you want me to do?
We'll be on mute. You can chant. We'll chant on mute.
Okay. प्रहलाद महाराज की जय। नमस्ते नरसिंहाय, नमस्ते नरसिंहाय, प्रहलाद दायिने, प्रहलाद दायिने, हिरण्यकशिपुने पूर्वक्षा हिरण्याकाशे पूर्वक्षा शिलाटङ्कनखालये शिलाटङ्कनखालये इतो निसिंह परतो निसिंह इतो निसिंह परतो निसिंह जतो जतो जामि ततो निसिंह जतो जतो जामि ततो निसिंह ओहि निसिंह हृदये निसिंह ओहि निसिंह हृदये निसिंह निसिंहमदिं शरणं प्रपदे नरसिंहमदिं शरणं प्रपदे तव करकमलधरेणख अद्भुत सिंह दलिता हिरण्यकशिपु केशवधृता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे तव कर कमल वरेणकम् अद्भुत सिंह दलिता हिरण्यकशिपु तनु सिंह केशवधृता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय नृसिंहदेव 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 जय नृसिंहदेव जय नृसिंहदेव 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 जय नृसिंहदेव जय प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय जय गुरुदेव गुरुदेव देव जय जय गुरुदेव जय जय गुरुदेव गुरुदेव भक्त विघ्न विनाशक नरसिंहदेव भगवान की
जय
भक्त प्रवर प्रहलाद महाराज की मवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल।
जयपताका स्वामी गुरु महाराज की जय। गुरु
जय।
की जय।
Yeah.
Thank you all very much. Especially thank you very much, Padma Nayan Prabhu, for so kind to speak at this late hour for you. We'll connect again. So thank you. For conclude.
Thank you, brother.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
We'll conclude. Thank you all for joining. Hare Krishna.
Thank you.